Farmer School program, and today I'm going to be showing you my recipe for salsa using seasonally fresh homegrown tomatoes, like this. Oh wait, this is a pine cone. But this is a tomato. If you want to know more about the harvesting of this type of fruit, check out the video I did with my dad about tomato plants.
Let's begin. These are all the ingredients you'll need to make the perfect salsa. It's mild and chunky. First, you'll need tomatoes. These are 6 medium tomatoes from my dad's garden. They are fresh and in season. You'll also need a green pepper and 2 onions. Then you will need some corn. I used frozen corn. One of the most flavorful things you can add to salsa is fresh cilantro, as well as chili paste to add some kick. You can also use jalapeno peppers instead. Then we have salt and a lime. I also used a can of black beans, as well as some sugar to add some sweetness. Next, you will need some tools. I first have a cutting board. You will need a bowl big enough for all of your ingredients, as well as a lime juicer. Then you will need some measuring utensils and a strainer, 2 to be exact. Something to stir or mix with will be necessary, as well as a knife. This is a serrated one, and later we'll be using a mincing one as well. I also left out a can opener, so that is also a tool. Chopping time. First up, let's start with the tomato. It's the highlighted produce of this video, so I guess I should start with some fun facts. Because a tomato has seeds and grows from a flowering plant, botanically it is classified as a fruit and not a vegetable. There are also around 10,000 varieties of tomatoes worldwide. They come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. The tomato is an excellent source of fiber and vitamin A, C, and B2. It's good for cardiovascular health as well. Tomatoes are also quite versatile. You can grill, fry, pickle, juice, jam, or eat them raw. Tomatoes can also be made into soup, salsa, and ketchup. A good way to preserve tomatoes and have them last longer is to freeze them or can them. Some people use canned tomatoes in their salsa recipes, but today we are using fresh ones. To prevent our salsa from becoming too runny, I decided to put the tomatoes into a strainer after I chopped them. This way the water can run out of the tomato. Tomatoes are in fact 95% made up of water, which is really interesting. As mentioned before, tomatoes come in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. This one right here is not the common red tomato you would see. It is called a California gold tomato. Tomatoes originally came from South America, and then they were brought to Europe in the mid-1500s. If you'd like to start growing your own tomatoes, begin planting them in late spring and early summer, and expect them to ripen by late summer and early fall. It's lime time! Begin by cutting your lime in half. This lime was actually given to me by my uncles who live in Florida. They have a lime tree in their backyard, and they decided to mail me some. Take your half slice of lime, and then begin to twist it over the juicer. This way, the concentrated pulp stays at the top and the juice will flow to the bottom of the dish. Cut through the top of the green bell pepper first. Split it open and notice that there are a lot of seeds inside. You'll want to take these out. Cut them into strips. Now cut them into smaller pieces. Put them into a container to save for later. Now we cry. Just kidding, but we're going to be cutting an onion. Start by peeling it. Then slice the root off. Set the slice's edges down so that you have a flat surface to cut on. This will make sure that you are cutting safer. Don't forget about the second one. Yay, now it's time for some cilantro. This is a mincing knife. It's very sharp, so be careful. Ask for parents' supervision if necessary. Sometimes I also like to use some scissors instead to make it less dangerous. You want to curve your knuckles so as to avoid chopping your fingers off. That would be terrible. Then you'll want to take away the stems and mince more. Mincing cilantro adds more flavor. This is where we use the can opener I was talking about before. It's important to rinse and strain the beans once opening them as well. Let's mix. We have the delicious red and yellow drained tomatoes, 1 chopped bell pepper. Add 2 cups of corn. You can use a wooden spoon or other utensil to scrape out the beans, or you can just dump them. You will need a half a cup of your chopped onions. I used a 1/4 cup twice. I don't know why, but yeah, same difference. This is salt, and you will need 1 teaspoon of it. Make sure you level it off as well before putting it into your mixture. I like to add 2 tablespoons of sugar to counteract the saltiness of the chips as well as the salsa itself. Here's the juice of 1 lime, about a half a cup of cilantro, and then here comes the fun part. This is chili paste to add some heat to the salsa, but I ended up adding a little bit more later. You can add as much as you'd like to taste, as well as the sugar and the salt. It's kind of a preference thing, but if you'd like to follow this recipe, then adding just 1.5 teaspoons of spice or jalapeno pepper would be great. This is our beautiful salsa, very colorful and fresh. I hope you enjoy.
If you want to know more about nutritional education resources and opportunities for kids, teachers, and parents across Fayette County and in Kentucky, check out the link below, as well as going to the Farm to School page on FoodChain Lexington's website. Feel free to contact us at foodchainlex.org. If you liked this video, please share and give it a like. Thanks for watching.